The mind is a persecutor who pretends to be the persecuted. Some people are so cunning that they do something terrible and then they accuse others who are victimized by them for doing the very same thing. It's like some people, they are bullies, they are persecutors, and then when somebody accuses them, say, just see these people accuse me. They act as if they are persecuted. Such people are very slippery and they have to be dealt with very cautiously. And unfortunately, our mind is a persecutor of that kind. Let's see how the mind acts as a persecutor while acting as if it's the persecuted. Sometimes we feel burdened, we feel exhausted, irritated. We start feeling that life is so unfair to us, life is so insecure. So many bad things have happened to us in the past, and there's so much risk in the future. And in this way, we feel overwhelmed by negativity. Basically, we feel persecuted. Now, actually speaking, if we consider where are these feelings coming from, we could say, no, it's from the world, it's from my life. Yes, we all have difficulties in our life, but often the feelings of negativity come not so much from the particular situation that we are going through, but from the reaction of the mind to that situation. So, the mind keeps replaying some bad thing that have happened to us and then magnifies them and then doesn't allow us to forget them. And thus, it is the mind that is persecuting us by replaying repeatedly some bad thing that has happened in the past. The mind makes us feel persecuted. And now, but actually because it is the mind which is doing this. So it is the mind that is a persecutor. And if we try to buck up at that time, or if others tell us to buck up, come on, don't be a crybaby, then the mind starts complaining, oh, nobody understands me, I'm in so much trouble and nobody empathizes with me, nobody cares for me. And thus the mind makes us feel as if we are persecuted if we identify with the feelings of the mind. So it is the mind playing this pernicious double role that can break us completely, that can make us a mental mess. The Bhagavad-gita points to this in 1835 when it states that Aya swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madamevacha navimunchati durmedha dhriti sa partha tamasi. That the mind, when it is infected by the mode of ignorance, it goes into various self-destructive thought patterns such as idle daydreaming, lamenting, fearfulness, moroseness, intoxication, and so forth. So the mind first makes problems seem bigger than they are, and thus it acts as a persecutor. And then the mind makes us, we are souls different from the mind. The mind makes us identify with those feelings and then makes us powerless because of those feelings, and thus it makes us feel as if we are the persecuted. So the way to deal with this is by disidentifying with the mind, not misidentifying with it. That means we need to remind ourselves through repeated philosophical reading of the Bhagavad-gita that we are not the mind. So we disidentify with the mind, and then we connect with Krishna by practicing Bhagavad-gita, by living the Bhagavad-gita's recommendation of the Bhakti Yoga, and thus by focusing on something other than the mind, we can gradually neglect and purify it. Thank you.